Good evening from Milan Cortina. Tonight, history is on the Flying Six Olympics. It's the gold medal game.
USA is defending powerhouse. USA chasing first gold since 1980.
Team USA led by Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes, Matt Boldy, and goaltender Connor Hellebuck. Across the ice, Team Canada loaded with NHL superstars and championship pedigree.
And we are underway. Gold medal hockey from Milan.
Canada strikes first on possession, cycling the puck deep. First period begins. USA relying on speed transition game.
Boldy shoots. He scores!
Boldy receives the pass. A defensive breakdown by Canada. Canada pushing hard late in the second period. Rebound chance. They tie it! Let's go, Canada!
Canada responds. He scores!
Oh, damn it! No room for mistakes now. Every shift matters. Jack Hughes dancing through defenders, nearly dominating puck control from blue line. Hellebuck's save count rising above 40.
And we are headed to overtime for Olympic gold.
Sudden death. Next goal wins everything. One mistake ends it. Werenski sends it across the... Overtime drama! Wins Olympic gold for the United States! First Olympic gold in men's hockey since 1980. We did! Gold! Man of the match, Jack Hughes. Clutch performance under pressure.
Means everything.
And history has been written in Milan. From heartbreak to heroics, from doubt to dominance. Jack Hughes delivers gold! And as the lights shine down on Milan, history belongs to the United States.
So what we witnessed at the 2026 Winter Olympics was not just a gold medal game between the United States and Canada. It was a psychological battle, a tactical chess match played at full speed on ice. When the final score read USA 2, Canada 1 in overtime, it reflected far more than a single shot from Jack Hughes. It reflected discipline, structure, composure under pressure, and most importantly, execution when it mattered most. From the opening minutes, Canada attempted to establish territorial dominance. Their forwards pressed aggressively on the forecheck, trying to trap the US defense deep and force turnovers along the boards. But that pressure, while intense, lacked clean structure. Canadian defensemen pinched too high on multiple occasions, leaving gaps in the neutral zone. The United States recognized this quickly and began exploiting transition lanes. Every time Canada overcommitted, USA countered with speed through the middle. One of Canada's earliest tactical errors was defensive spacing. Their blue line containment was inconsistent. Instead of holding a tight box in their defensive zone, they stretched wide, giving space in the high slot. That is precisely how Matt Boldy found his early scoring opportunity. His positioning was not accidental. He read the defense collapsing too late and attacked the seam. The shot itself was clinical, but the mistake belonged to Canada's weak side coverage, which hesitated for a split second. At Olympic-level hockey, hesitation equals punishment. Canada's second major issue was shot quality. While they generated volume, many of their attempts came from the perimeter. Instead of creating layered screens and net front chaos, they settled for outside looks. That played directly into the strengths of Connor Hellebuck. Hellebuck thrives on sightlines. When he sees the puck cleanly, he controls rebounds efficiently. Canada failed to consistently crowd his crease, and that lack of traffic allowed him to build confidence save after save. By the third period, he was locked in mentally. Certain Canadian forwards appeared slightly off rhythm. Their timing on zone entries was disrupted by USA's neutral zone trap. Instead of coordinated three-man entries, Canada frequently entered with isolated rushes. That led to broken plays and turnovers at the blue line. Their power play, expected to be decisive, lacked crisp puck movement. Passing lanes were predictable, and USA's penalty killers anticipated cross-ice feeds. On the defensive end, Canada struggled with gap control in overtime. Fatigue was visible. Defensemen backed in too deep, giving American forwards space to wind up. In sudden death hockey, that half-second cushion becomes dangerous. The overtime sequence that led to the winning goal began with structured patience. Zach Werenski held the puck calmly instead of forcing a low-percentage shot. He waited for movement, drew a defender slightly out of position, and delivered a clean feed into space. That composure separated the two teams. Jack Hughes' game-winning goal was the product of awareness. He did not rush the release. He adjusted his body angle, changed the shooting lane, and elevated the puck with precision. The Canadian goaltender reacted, but his angle was marginally off because the defenseman screening the shot drifted late. That defensive miscommunication created the opening. In championship games, goals are rarely lucky. They are forced through small cracks created by momentary disorder. Another overlooked factor was bench management. Team USA rotated lines efficiently, preserving energy for overtime. Canada extended certain top-line shifts too long in the third period, which may have contributed to reduced explosiveness later. Fatigue affects decision-making, and overtime is unforgiving. USA's defensive structure deserves equal praise. The Hughes-led transition game, supported by strong back-checking from the forwards, ensured that Canada rarely had clean odd-man rushes. Shot blocking was timely. Stick positioning disrupted cross-crease passes. Communication between defenders was constant. This was not a chaotic defensive performance. It was disciplined and layered. Mentally, the United States looked composed. Even after Canada equalized, there was no visible panic. Body language remained confident. That psychological steadiness is often what separates champions from contenders. Canada, by contrast, appeared slightly tense in overtime. Their passes tightened, sticks gripped a little firmer, and creativity reduced. The overall difference in this matchup was efficiency versus volume. Canada generated pressure but did not maximize its high-danger chances. USA generated fewer prime moments but executed clinically. That is championship hockey. When the celebration erupted and the scoreboard confirmed USA 2, Canada 1, it symbolized a return to Olympic glory reminiscent of the legendary 1980 United States Olympic hockey team, though achieved in a modern era filled with elite professional talent. This victory was not built on luck. It was built on structured defense, disciplined line management, calculated risk-taking, elite goaltending, and clutch finishing. Canada's mistakes, defensive hesitation, overcommitment, inconsistent gap control, and perimeter-heavy offense opened narrow doors. The United States stepped through each one with precision. And in overtime, under the brightest lights, precision becomes destiny.